Going into Puzslot, I wasn't really expecting much. While I love puzzle games, I despise slot machines. And I'm sorry to say that this one lived down to my expectations. Puzslot is one of many puzzle games that took inspiration from Tetris and had things falling down a well that stacked up. The big difference for Puzslot is that when pieces enter, you don't know what they are, as opposed to not knowing what they are before they enter. You have to tap B a couple of times to lock the dials in, and then you know what you're placing. You need to get 3 in a row to remove that symbol, and the symbols are worth different points. Your goal is to get a certain number of points before you run out of pieces that can drop. There's only 50 pieces per stage, and if the pieces reach the top of the well, or you run out of pieces before you get enough money, then it's game over. It's actually really difficult to top out in Puzslot, because the well has spaces for 75 tiles, and you're only getting 100 tiles per round. You're a lot more likely to be unable to make the cash requirement. But there are a few tricks. First, you need to know how much each one is worth. Cherries are the worst at just $2 each, while triple sevens will get you 50. And 3 bars are worth almost as much at 30. So you'll want to focus your play solely on completing the triple sevens and the bars. Getting more than 3 in a row will result in a much larger reward. But chain reactions don't increase your reward. Instead, they make one tile drop down that doesn't spin, but you can rotate through by hitting B. And every time you hit B, it'll flip to a random one. This is the only way that you can get the purple 7, which must be worth a lot, but I never managed to get 3 of them. My strategy was to place 2 sevens or 2 bars, and then 2 more above that. This way I get the chain reaction and the double points. When you begin the game, you get your choice of music as well as what stage you'll start on, but that can only go up to stage 5. Every 10 stages that you clear, you get a picture, and the pictures are, weirdly philosophical and don't seem to relate to anything. I mean, who's this guy in fantasy armor? And why are they talking about photographs with him? The final ending is for clearing stage 30, and I couldn't do it for the video, but here's a picture of the ending that I found. So that's certainly a message. There are a couple of cheat codes, and they're both very similar. Press B 5 times, press A 3 times, and then if you hold down and press start, the level select lets you pick up to level 20 in 5 level increments, or if you hold up and press start, then you get a fantasy-themed tile set instead of the casino slot machine themed, and the game speed increases dramatically. Puzslot has a 2-player mode, and in that mode, players take turns controlling the piece that's dropping into the well, and whoever places the piece gets any points that it generates. You're playing to a score that you set before the match. If Puzslot is known for anything in Japan, and it's not, it's known for being exceptionally obscure. This is a fairly rare Famicom game that you don't see come around very often. But it's also one that nobody wants, and so you'll only wind up spending about 2,000 yen on a copy. I've got to say, I did not like Puzslot at all. There's no point in having the tiles spinning when they first enter the well. And while I think having the players chase a point target does give it a unique twist over other similar games, the fact that you're dealing with a limited number of tiles, and even if you wind up removing a lot of tiles, you could still get a very low score, it makes things frustrating once you're past about level 10. Puzslot is just a game that oozes mediocrity. Even if you like puzzle games, I don't think you're going to have a lot of fun here.